Beautiful memories.
It is, mate. I think it's one of the best ones as well.
Thank you very much.
Cheers,
Cheers,
mate.
Bruce.
I appreciate it. Typical, isn't it? Typical.
What a great day already. A 60-pounder for Ali, Dovey's birthday. What next? These things often come in threes. Could this be the 70-pounder?
I'm hoping this gets me my yellow jersey back. Can't believe he's nicked that off me.
I was just about to take it to the toilet. What are the chances, honestly? Wound in, gonna rest the area, come over. It's like the yellow jersey luck. Do you know what I mean?
Turned into?
What?
You turned into Tom. You're bringing the luck.
I don't know about that. I'm not. Have you noticed I'm not wearing the jersey?
I'm a bit upset. I've lived in that since we've been. I've slept in it. Why aren't you wearing it?
Yeah, because I could smell that you'd been living in it.
That's no excuse.
Yeah. Concentrate on your fish, yeah?
OK, yeah.
£70 is the new team target. It's a little bit outrageous, but this whole series has been outrageous.
It's going to be big, Neil. I might as well start trotting around getting that yellow T-shirt. I can feel it.
Why don't you bike round, do that again?
Yeah. This is massive. I'm hyping it up. It is big. T-shirt safe.
Yeah. T-shirt can stay with you.
T-shirt safe?
Well, it wasn't the 70-pounder, but with the lake not being super prolific, it was a significant step forward.
Come on, mate.
Well,
come on.
Neil's food.
Yes.
Well, he's landed it. That is a good sign for the trip. It's the third fish. The sun's warming the place up. Things are looking up.
Well, that is a mighty fine specimen. Look at that for a carp. Oh, that is an absolute banger. Hopefully, with this warm weather, it's the first of a few bites. With a little bit of luck, Dovey can have the next one.
At 43 pounds 12 ounces, she was still a beauty, and there was plenty of time left for more. Bring on the 70-pounder.
It was the fourth day on our session in northern France. We were in early spring and the lake was fishing hard, but Ali had already smashed the 60-pound target and also nicked the yellow jersey off spoons. As a team, we were now gunning for a 70-pounder.
It's a tough ask, but you know what? If there's any lake where it's achievable, this is one of them.
So we all had to make sure we fished as efficiently as possible, and my rigs had done the biz twice already. Now, it's really simple. It's a braided hook link that's covered in a stiff plastic material. I'm going out a long way by boat, and if you imagine that my hand is the lead, as that's being lowered off the boat, the stiffness is ensuring that the hook bait is as far from that lead as possible. So when a carp comes in, hoovers the whole lot up, he instantly feels the weight of that lead, and he's hooked, and it's battle on. However, there's a lot of little fish in here that are going to be playing football with this, heading it about, and as they do that, I need to know that if I get the odd bleep on the alarm, which might be because of them little fish, as they let go, the stiffness ensures that this is all pushed away and it's ready for when a carp comes back. It works well because of the hook bait I'm using, though. The brown one is a sinking bait, the yellow one is a buoyant bait, and when you combine them together, it slowly sinks. And why have I gone for a yellow one at the top? Because I want to win back my jersey.
The afternoon temperatures that day rose the highest so far, 20 degrees. We were banking on the water temperature rising too to get the carp moving around, and for my sake, feeding more. I needed some indication I was doing something right.
Wouldn't it be nice, just before bed, he gets a bite, gets off the mark, happy 32nd.
Dovey's birthday carp didn't materialise, nor did any more for Spoons or myself. We were beginning to feel deflated.
The next morning, like clockwork, the carp started showing again at the far end of the lake over Spooner, but nowhere else. Very unusual for springtime.
Probably seen 15 or 20 over, didn't you?
Yeah, which is not spring behaviour, is it, for them to all be stacked up in one area?
Like, if they were in spring mood, you'd be getting them out of shallow water, we'd get them right out of the edge.
Yeah.
But it's them rods, actually, that have done nothing. And Neil's getting them out of 13 foot and 11 foot, which is...
The deepest spot.
Which is the deepest part of the lake, yeah. I'm not going to change anything. I'm going to keep as is, because I don't think it's that we're doing anything wrong or that I'm doing anything wrong. I think it's that they're not on us. A lot of people start doing some weird stuff now. And then by the time they turn up on you and they're feeding, you've got some weird rig and bait out. So I'm going to stick to it, and hopefully they just switch on.
Things weren't looking great. It was another extended period without anything, but the temperature was now reaching low 20s and we spotted carp cruising on our respective far margins. Dovey stuck to his plan and remained on the point, but Spooner and I decided to head over to the far margins and try to stalk the carp we saw.
I feel a lot more confident and I hope there's a chance with this sun I can do this over the next few days, because I really feel like this could be my best chance of catching something to further stamp my hold on the yellow jersey.
Just feels right for it. Really hot day. They're gonna come in close. More importantly, I know the fish are here. I just hope we can nick one. It's gonna happen. But after frustratingly seeing carp almost on top of both our rigs in the margins, neither of us had a bite. We still had a fair few days left, but even so, we started to worry. As darkness was approaching, we headed back to our main swims to set up for the night. Another night passed with absolutely nothing, and still carp were all over me. We were now over halfway through our trip. What was going on?
At least the yellow jersey was safe for now.
We're not used to this feeling as a team. We all want Tom to catch, ideally next. All you can do is just keep trying your best, because what else can you do? We're not going to sit there and camp. We're just going to keep going. PMA.
I hadn't had a single bleep this whole time. The thought of personal failure was now beginning to creep into the back of my mind.
Currently, I'm staring a blank in the face, and nobody likes the blank, especially me. So I'm going to do everything I possibly can to make that happen, but it's all down to the fish. If they turn on, I'm getting one. If they don't, I might be going home with a towel between my legs.
It was far from rosy in my swim either. The last 2 mornings I had carp showing right over my rigs, but I just couldn't get a bite, and it was messing with my head. I've got to be honest, I'm feeling the pressure on this trip. I'm in the area where clearly most of the fish are. They're showing on me, and I'm not getting a bite. I'm not sure what to change yet. Is it going to happen? I hope so.
Yet another fruitless 24 hours passed, and just 3 days remained of the trip, and our target of a 70-pounder now seemed even further from our reach, especially mine.
Every blank night that goes past chips away at my confidence at the moment. There was always a part of me that thought, you know what, you might just get a random bite because you're doing something consistently, but it's just not happening. Plans need to change. I need to do something different today, and that is exactly what I'm going to do.
In fact, it was time for all of us to get grafting. Cue the action track. Little parcels of higher track goodness in the form of solid bags for me.
To target those cruising carp, I was going with zigs fished just under the surface.
And I was going stalking with free-lined worms fished in the edge, hoping that this warm weather would push them up the marginal shelves.
Let's hope this plan works.
Put the graft in, you might get the results.
Alas, the plan didn't come together as we moved towards yet another evening. I was still staring down the barrel of a blank, and another day without a carp was really getting to Spoons, and he was starting to go a little bit stir-crazy.
You're not beating that, not a chance. That is what you think, Monsieur Spoons. Watch this. Voila! You have got to be joking. You've played this before. This ain't fair. This is a fix. Mwah! Magnifique.
The team mindset was low, real low. Time was almost up, and we desperately needed another carp to find our stride again if we were ever to hit our target of a 70-pounder.
Another night with nothing. Our morale desperately needed a boost, so we reeled in for the day and headed across the road to another lake on the complex called the Long Lake. It was packed with carp with an average of 20 pounds, and they were clearly loving the heat. Perfect for a spot of surface fishing. We were going to take turns on the rod with a free-line dog biscuit. Surely we can't blank here as well.
Go on, Tom, you go first in this little race, you know. as he ain't caught so far.
What are you laughing at, Neil?
Build your old confidence up, mate.
Yeah, come on, mate. You go first. You have it.
You leaving that?
Yeah, it's right on him.
No, it's fine.
Tom, throw some more mixes out with your wrong hand.
In my left hand.
Left hand. Do it running throw, though. Running throw.
It's so hard.
It's a lovely bit of weather, isn't it? It's sort of like yellow T-shirt weather, isn't it? Don't you think? Didn't you have a yellow jersey a couple of days ago?
I had to give it away to someone less deserving.
Yeah.
Oh!
Oh!
It's a big shame.
No one's ever blanked on Monster Carp, have they?
It's not over yet, lads. I'm not going to
Ain't
bite. I'm
over.
not biting. I'm not going to bite.
No, neither the carp.
Oh, absolute classic.
He's just teeing them up for
He
us,
is.
and me and you just patting them back. Took it, innit?
Yes!
He's in.
I'll probably
Look
lose
at the
it.
smile on his face. Look. Excellent stuff, Tom. Got massive mouths, haven't they?
This is not my week, is it?
I had a good look at his mouth.
Oi, that looks 60 £, 9 ounces.
It was a T-shirt grabber.
Oh, shotgun, next go.
Spooner's turn. Was he going to have any more luck? Yeah, I've got it here, mate.
Yeah. It's hooked into
I'll
my
get that, I'll
caddy.
have that.
And he blew it. Ali was up next, but he needn't have bothered, as nothing happened, and what's the excuse?
Might be the yellow jersey. Shadow yellow, you know.
So, back round to Dovey, and his morale really needed the boost.
Oh,
Well done, Tom.
let's bring this positivity through to the other lake, eh?
That's it, mate.
This is fantastic news.
Hey! Well done, mate.
That's what a carp feels like. He might be small, but he's made me happy. Let's hope he's not the last one I catch, eh? Right, should we go back to the main lake, lad?
We had less than 48 hours left to go in France, where our target was now a mahoosive 70-pounder. But no carp had been caught on the main lake for several days, and Dovey was yet to catch on there at all.
But we had some good news. After some freezing nights, we were expecting this night to be 8 degrees, which is the warmest it's been all year. The water temperature had already risen to about 15 degrees thanks to the hot afternoons, which was 4 degrees warmer than when we arrived. Carp being cold-blooded really respond to these changes, so we had every reason to feel confident.
It was all systems go to get the rigs ready and baited. Our thought was, if the carp feed, it would be in the shallower, warmer water. So we went with bright, highly visible hook baits and looked for areas of 3 to 6 foot deep.
Might get myself a fish, you never know. But if it didn't happen this night, we feared that our chances would be almost over.
Our backs are against the wall. Have we got it? Are we going to come out fighting? I am. I'm going to drink this tea, I'm going to go to sleep, and maybe, just maybe, tonight it might happen out of the blue when you least expect it.
At 11 p.m, not long after I'd gone to bed, I was away.
We really didn't expect another carp bite. We were hoping for it, but we didn't expect it. This one was on a new spot just off the reeds. Handpicked, I kissed this lovely little white boilie before I put it on there, thinking, could you be the one?
And it was the one. After a long and tense battle, she was finally in sight.
Just get in that net. Look, please end our slumber. We're about to catch a very long overdue, but not our last. Graviers, come on!
It's only been 95 days.
Yes! We've done it!
Well done,
We've done it!
I almost couldn't believe it. It had been so long. She weighed in at 33 pounds, but size isn't everything because this was a stunning scaly specimen. Absolutely buzzing with that. Really, really didn't expect to get another one. So, to have this so early into our remaining 2 nights feels good. And I think it's fuel for both Tom and Neil as well that things may just start happening again. Thank you. Mwah. Yes, back in the game.
I've come out to a lovely surprise there, and do you know what? It's boiling hot as well now. It's warmed up, the water's warm, the fish are obviously feeding. Are there more to come?
Dovey was right, because just 4 hours later, I was away again. Same rod, same big white hook bait, but this time the fish was snagged in the reeds. So it was swiftly into the boat with a cameraman and out into the darkness to try and free, then land the carp.
We got it. Wow, that was stressful for me and the fish.
We carefully made our way back to land with the carp in the net alongside the boat. After the protracted battle, I didn't want to weigh the fish and estimated it at mid-40s.
Oh, here we go.
I was over the moon, but the big question was, would the feeding window continue as we still gunned for the 70-pounder?
Dawn broke on our penultimate morning. Great news that Ali had caught 2 through the night, both in 6 foot of water. This was invaluable info for myself and Dovey, who had rigs in similar depths. But would we get a chance before the end of the session?
But it was me again, a different spot this time in slightly deeper water. But it was on the same big, bright white hook bait.
Top of the morning to you. Come on, be a big one.
I hope so, mate. Just can't believe how it's turned around.
It's madness, it's heat.
The changes.
More fish just moving up this end. There's loads of them in there, isn't there? This is the afternoon. But you're obviously doing something right.
Yeah, it makes a change.
The carp was close and it looked meaty.
Nice shoulders, fat one.
Yes. Very, very, very well done. Nice fish, that.
It wasn't the 70-pound monster, but still an awesome 47-pound mirror.
Absolutely stunning. Honestly, this was out of our wildest dreams last night. Couldn't even believe it could happen. But it has, and we are now rocking with 1 night to go. That's the good thing about a team effort. You know, one of you has a few. When nothing's been happening, you suddenly start to believe, and I think that's what we've now got in us, belief. And that's the #1 thing in carp fishing. If you could tell what your mate, my friend Tom Dove, could do with you guys maybe heading that way. Very good. Nice one.
Now Ali's had 3 fish, I've started to think that I might actually get one as well now. There isn't that many fish out there in front of me, but they are feeding, so fingers crossed. I really, really don't want to leave here without catching a fish, so let's hope it happens.
We were all praying for a miracle. Less than 24 hours left. Was it going to happen? He's managed to get a bite. Was it a carp, though? And would he land it? Tense times.
I've never been so nervous playing a carp in my life.
It's all good, brother. This is all good, isn't it? It's all good.
Oh, please let me get this in.
Come on, Dovey, nick that yellow jersey.
But something odd was happening. It was like I'd totally lost contact with the fish. Had I lost it?
Oh, no. What's going on?
I don't know, it's been weird.
Still on, isn't it?
This felt awful. To go that long without anything and now to have possibly lost my only bite.
Oh, yes, it's still on.
It's still on.
It was swimming into you really quick.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God for that.
There could not be a better ending to this trip.
Yes, how's your finish? Come on. Come on, Dovey, with a 70-pounder.
I've never seen him this nervous. Man's in bits here.
Mate, I want to fish so bad. It wasn't going easy. It had kited hard to the left and almost wiped out all of the rods.
Please do not come off. Oh, Ali's ducking. That's Ali down by the water's edge.
Get this in, you're feeling $1 million, aren't you?
I've just been staring at the rods for days on end, thinking this ain't gonna happen. Oh, he's close.
It's a nice one, Tom.
Come on, come on, come on.
Oh, Tommy boy, I think you got your first car. Yes!
Yes!
Mashallah.
Just virtual hugging. They'll pick it up later.
I'm back. He's back. The boy's back.
I cannot tell you how much of a relief that is. Sitting behind motionless rods for that many days is horrible, but the weather change this morning has just been absolutely perfect. We've had 3 really hot days to get them moving, and now we've got a northeasterly, slightly cooler. They're going to dip down and feed, and that's exactly what they've done. I've never, ever been so relieved to catch a carp in my life. 38 pounds of pure relief. I'm so happy with that. This has made me believe that there's a big one round the corner. We haven't got long left. But we know they're feeding. Oh, water down my waders and the fish has gone. Yes!
Well, you can't blame him. He hasn't held a carp in a fair while. Despite how pumped we were for Dovey's last-minute blank saver, no more carp were caught during the day, and it was time to reflect on our epic 4-leg trip of France.
How many over 60 have you had, Dubby? Carp? 60 pounds.
I think 16.
16?
So, madness.
I've had 8.
You've had 8?
Yeah.
You've had one each trip?
I have. That's very good of you, Stato. Yeah, the only one to have a 60 on over 60 every trip.
It has been ridiculous. I thought I'd done well, but I've had the least 60s and still had, like, 7.
Yeah.
Last night, if this tour's anything to go by, anything can happen.
If I had a drink, I'd...
Cheers. Cheers to the final night of the tour.
Yeah, well done, lads. Loved
Cheers.
it.
Well
Loved
done.
it.
Amazing, amazing.
Massive love.
A truly monumental success of a tour, and one we're not entirely sure we can ever top.
We had over 30 60-pounders between us, which is more than all of our previous series combined. And we each had a 70-pounder. If we didn't have this series to document it, it would have been unbelievable to have thought we could have achieved this much.
France has delivered. We knew what an amazing country it is for carp fishing. We came, we saw, we more than conquered. We deserve our own flag, don't we? Maybe a Tom Dove statue, that'd be quite cool.
From start to finish, the tour has been absolutely amazing. We've achieved targets time and time again, and every single one of us has broken a PB. That ain't bad, is it?
The amount of big fish we've caught it's actually mind-boggling what we've caught. So even though this one's been difficult, the whole thing's been absolutely amazing.
And don't forget my yellow jersey.
Might actually just drive around with it as a flag all the way back to England. It's mine!
After an unfortunate carp this night, true to form, Spoons managed one last bite right at the final whistle.
Yeah, this is a carp. Come on, I want that yellow jersey.
You know, I'm not bothered about losing the yellow jersey.
You just said to me.
Well, it wasn't a shirt stealer, but who cares? Yes!
Oh, he's got it.
Hey! Yes!
Yay! Yay, the 60.
It weighed in at a respectable 39 pounds. What a way to end the tour. Mwah. Goodbye, Mr. Carp. Or as they say in France, bonjour.